Morning everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video of County Durham exploration yesterday through Teesdale. If you haven't seen it already, have a look back. The views are absolutely stunning. I'm here to answer a frequently asked question. Do you scour the wool before it's carded? And I think I'd also like to touch on why scouring and carding wool could get you better results. We do keep all the options open. So for example, on our pegloom rug making tab, we do sell raw wool for pegloom rug making. But I just want to take you through the processing of what happens and quickly just say why I think scouring and carding therefore gets you potentially a better result for your project. So that's carded wool there on the mill. It's actually very good looking mill waste on the mill, which is where anything goes for insulation and gardening. Anything goes. You can potentially craft with it, but to cover ourselves we say gardening and insulation. Very good insulation projects for outbuildings. Okay, this is raw wool. It has the grease in. My hand will appear very shiny with lanolin oil. Amazing for skincare. The skin on my hands are amazing because of working with this stuff now. I used to have sort of farmer type calluses on my fingers, not anymore. As soft as an old dairymaid's hands now. If I was to put this through the carder would bung up. It would stop. The grease would get round the rollers and it would come out in balls, and then eventually it would cease to operate. And over 5 years we certainly learned the hard way. This, in a bowl of hot water and some soap, so fairy liquid type soap is what I use from the supermarkets because people's health is very, very important, so it has all the red tape covered. And hot water simply for the ease of lanolin removal. This ball of wool, very easy to scour. You try and scour 50 kilos of that in whole fleeces and dry it, and the results may not be what you think. It took years to perfect. This is scoured wool. You can see that it doesn't have any grease in. This would go straight through the carder. So the scouring process is essential to get to the carded stage of processing. Now, this is very smooth. So for pegloom rug making, you have removed a lot of the body of the wool, the grease in the wool. For me, that makes for better tension and also a more predictable tension with the size of the rug that you want to make. It's personal choice. We keep the raw wool option on tab. But for me, I either weave rugs with textured, because you get that lovely locky abstract texture in your pegloom rugs, woven rugs, or you can go for the smooth option, and we've opened up all sorts of breeds with carded. I prefer that. Now as well, if you're making whole fleece rugs, which are great big matted rugs, I always prefer to card some wool to smooth over the backs of them because it is so much tidier, so much neater. In the spinning section, so for yarns, if you're wanting to make yarns, you're better off using carded wool. You can spin from the grease, but I always think that spinning from carded wools leaves a much more consistent yarn. Food for thought. And of course, it's all personal choice. But I'm much more biased towards this direction. Yes, it takes more time. Yes, it costs more money. But I think that on the grand scheme of things, it actually saves money as well, particularly if you need carded sheets. So the options are completely open, but that should answer some questions for you.